Morning, afternoon, evening people, welcome back to the channel. It's the first time here. I'm Tony, this is little Teddy, and if you haven't been following the channel recently, you'll know I've been doing a lot of videos about the EcoFlow stream system that I've got. Now I did do an in-depth video on the system. I'll put that on the screen up here at the end of this video if you do want to see that. In this video I'm going to give you a quick overview of the system, and a subscriber asked me in the comments if I would do a video on the EcoFlow app, go into the app in depth, so that's what I'm doing today. Anyway, I'll quickly show you my system, quick overview. If you want in depth, you're on the screen up here at the end of this one, and then we're going to open the app up and I'm going to show you the stream system on the app. I've also got RiverFree, so I'll turn this on and we'll look at this inside the app as well. So quick overview of the system. I've got an EcoFlow Stream Ultra X, an EcoFlow Stream Max. I've got these two linked together. This gives me about 5.8 kilowatt hours of storage. There's a built-in 800 watt microinverter that then feeds the distribution box for the house from the system. And this can accept 6 solar panels, 4 to this and 2 to this, which I'll show you now. So behind me here, 2 450 watt panels feeding the Ultra X. And behind me here, that's a 450 panel, that's a 450 panel feeding the X. These two panels, 400 watt, they're feeding the Max. Now if there are any videos anyone does want me to do, drop a comment. I'm happy to do a video on any particular subject that you want. Anyway, I'm not sponsored by EcoFlow. I bought this with no money. However, I have put a referral link in the description of the video. If you join EcoFlow through that link, you get 10% off your first purchase. I get 5% cash back, and we both get eco points. Now I've got some good stuff with eco points. I've got a little dolly to move the equipment about, but I actually use it to move beehives, and I've got a 2-man tent for free with eco points. 2-man tent, I haven't tried it yet, but I am going to put it up in the summer in the garden for the grandsons playing. Anyway, let's open the app. Okay, so I'm not professing to be an expert on the EcoFlow app. I have had a system for about 5 months now. I've had the Max for 5 months, and I've had the Ultra X for about 2 weeks now. Anyway, I'm going to share my screen with you now. So as you can see there on the screen, the initial overview there, up here is telling me how much solar I've got coming in right now. So you can see there, 900 watts solar coming in. My home is eating 193 watts right now. 600 and odd watts, 700 up to, is going to the battery. That's the excess solar. And right now I'm taking 0 watts from the grid. So my house is running fully on solar right now, and the excess is going to the battery, which will consume when the sun goes down later. Up here on the left hand side there, that's in money. That's telling us how much money's worth of electricity we have generated. That's for the month. That's lifetime usage. Like I said, I only had a Stream Max and 2 400 watt panels that were very precarious for several months, 4.5 months. I've only had the large system for 2 weeks. So those figures are going off the small 800 watts that I have previously had. And you can do it daily as well. That there is showing us how much solar we brought in today. So today I brought in 580 watt hours. However, I've noticed that does seem to lag a bit. I think it updates every hour. It's not real time. And if we look, I can scroll through. So yesterday I produced 6.47 kilowatt hours. Now in my house we consume about 7 kilowatt hours a day, so that was me yesterday nearly self-sufficient on electricity. We can scroll through the days. That was a terrible solar day. We were overcast, thick layer of cloud, only pulled in just under a kilowatt hour. Day before that, slightly cloudy, but still okay sun, 4.5 kilowatt hours, and so on and so forth. 7 kilowatt hours that day, 5.8, 6.34, and you can see here, it shows you how much you pull in and what time of day you pulled it in. If you scroll down a little bit here, you can see a smart meter. So that shows I'm consuming 0 watts right now from the grid. I've used 2.88 kilowatt hours today from the grid. The current issue is I start losing my solar at 1700 hours roughly. I then got from 1700 hours till 9 o'clock in the morning with no solar coming in. So by kind of 11 o'clock at night, midnight, I've got no solar, I've got no energy left in the batteries, and I'm running off the grid. Click on here, so this is showing the Stream Max, sorry, the Stream Ultra X, and we can see there each individual solar panel, what they're pulling. So PV1 and PV2 are the two panels mounted on the fence. It's currently morning, so those two are getting sun. As the sun moves around, it will start to hit the other panels, and those two, there are the two up against the fence. Going there now into the max. Again, two 400 watt panels on the fence. That's what they're pulling right now. But the sun isn't on them yet. When the sun comes around, they'll start to bring in some good solar. Then into settings here. So I've got energy delivery strategy. Got that set, smart meter monitoring. I did do a video on the smart meter. If you go into the, I'm going to create an EcoFlow stream library on the channel. Go into that library. I've done a full two videos actually on the smart meter. So if you do want to see that, go take a look at that. But basically, you set that in there by linking a device. Set the smart meter up. Come into this section of the app. Hit link device. Link the smart meter with the system, and it will start to use the smart meter for energy delivery. Operating mode, I've got that set to self-powered, which is in conjunction with the meter. Now here, what you can do is you can set your charge and discharge levels. I've got it set not to discharge below 10% and not to charge up above 95%, which gives me 85% of my battery that I can use. Now I'm doing that to preserve battery life, because these lithium batteries have about 6,000 cycles and they should be at 80%. If you're discharging to 0 and charging up to 100%, it's going to put more strain on the battery, so we're preserving battery life with that. Now surplus solar control, haven't got that turned on because I do not feed back to the grid. What we can see here is feed-in control. This stops us feeding back to the grid. So we've got that switched on. So we don't get paid for feeding back to the grid. So we want to self-consume. And at the moment I don't have any excess solar anyway, I consume everything I generate. That's our charging power limit. If we were going to charge those batteries from the grid, I don't do that, but you can set that there. And in here, you've got energy rate settings. So currency, I've got it set to pounds. My consumption is a flat rate, and I'm paying 27 pence per kilowatt hour right now. And you can set whatever price your electricity is in there. You can also set timings for if you have a variable rate. So if you've got a cheaper rate at night between particular hours, you can set that in there. And here we don't feed back to the grid, but you can set a feed-in rate. I think Octopus, if you do sell back to the grid, give you about 12 pence kilowatt hour. So that will work that out. Down here is just your firmware updates and things like that. And over here, there's some other things. Now you can set these, decide what you want to see here. But it's just what you've imported, what you've exported, your total earnings for the day, your consumption, etc, etc. Anyway, then this button here, automation. So you can set up an automation with this. So let's just say, I know some people on Octopus Go have cheap electricity in between midnight and 5 in the morning or something like that. What you can do is you can set these batteries to charge up off the grid during those timings with automation, and then that cheap energy that you've stored in the batteries start to discharge that to run your house later when the energy is more expensive. I've never used that yet, but you can. And if you have other devices, like I've got the RiverFree, which I actually bought this to run my Starink. If there's a power outage, I run my Starlink off this. Now if you've never used Starlink, people, Starlink is a game changer. I've had it for about 6 weeks now. I'll put a link in the description of the video. Join Starlink through that link, get a month for free, and I get a month free as well. Anyway, if you click on other devices up here, your other devices will show up. So there, my RiverFree showing up there. So that's showing battery time remaining, 3 days, 10 hours. However, I'm not using anything out of it right now. The inverter isn't even turned on. It shows charging, if I'm charging from the grid. It shows what the USBs are discharging, if I'm charging something from it. And it also shows how many watts I'm kicking out through that plug socket on the inverter on the front of the video. On the front of the video? On the front of the unit. And there you can see 96% charged. Temperature right now is 9 degrees C. So it's a little bit chilly today actually, but the sun is out, the sun's shining. Anyway, so there you go, a quick overview of the EcoFlow app. Now if you did enjoy that video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, hit subscribe. I'll put the video on the screen up here now, and for complete in-depth video on my system. So do click on that if you want to see it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.